Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. I am your host, Caleb Perez. I am here with Alex, who is waving his feet at you.
Hello.
Alex is saying hi. Alex, how are you doing this week?
I like how you introduced me with he's waving his feet at you. That was on video, by the way. I've been doing that often, just showing my socks on screen. Other than that, I don't really know. I woke up like, what time is it right now?
Like 12:15.
Yeah, I woke up like an hour ago, and I don't really know. I haven't spawned in like my character for today. So I don't really know what to do.
My character.
Well, I feel pretty clueless right now. Like straight
You're
up,
feeling pretty totally oblivious.
no,
Oh.
like straight up, just like no emotion today. Just mute.
I see.
Like I have like no drive to do anything.
You know, recently I watched the movie Clueless for the first time.
What movie is that?
Oh, well, I didn't know what it was either until I watched it. But pretty much it's the movie that Val based her entire life off of.
Yes. Women. I really did that to piss off Val. What's it about? What's happening? What's the story about?
Pretty much it's like a girl in high school. Pretty much like your typical 90s movie. Girl in high school, popular girl. Things happen. Wacky antics ensue. And her stepbrother is Paul Rudd.
Okay.
And then she falls in love with her stepbrother at the end.
You fucking me, right? You fucking
No,
with me.
I'm not kidding.
What in the prawn hub is this?
I was like, that's literally what I said. Like, it got to the point where, because like, she's like mad at her friend for having a crush on her stepbrother, and she's like, why am I mad that she has a crush on my brother Paul Rudd, on my stepbrother Paul Rudd?
I'm gonna be honest.
She's like, wait, I have a crush on him, and I was like, what are you doing, step bro?
So okay, you got my gears turning in my brain. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. 80s and 90s movies, a large majority of the time, have to be just somebody's perverted fantasies. Has to be. Because when I look at Alien and Predator, okay, here's the thing. It's either racism or sexual fantasies, because Alien's, of course, based off of a guy's fucked up dreams that are really sexual, and that's what the Xenomorph's based off of. And Predator's clearly a black stereotype with the dreads. So, and then there's other movies like Terminator and I'm gonna fuck myself into existence. Stories.
You know what? I never considered that, but yeah, there's exactly the story.
And then just all the hyper masculine movies are all just like macho men. I have to eventually get the girl at the end of the story. And then there's the fucked up movies like that, like American Pie was another one. American Pie was directed by
I think Paul Rudd's in that one too,
dude. I'm telling you,
Paul Rudd is everywhere.
They're all fucked up movies. The movies from the 80s and 90s are all fucked up. To early 2000s, that's when they got into like the funny movies, like Scary Movie and stuff, and all the comedy started coming out. But then those are kind of fucked up too.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just the changing of times. Back then,
they're all doing coke.
It wasn't really taboo for people to be like, step bro.
50-50 on that.
I guess 50-50.
I get 50-50.
But it's definitely it wasn't as bad as it is now. It's like you're like step bro. You're like,
what are you doing, step bro? So I had a thought the other day where it was just, where are people now? Because I was driving home. Usually I was really tired after work. Is when I get more tired, the more delusional I get, and the more like conspiratorial. Sometimes that's where my best videos come out of. Like, oh, that'd be a good idea. But I'm just plastered. So I thought to myself, I wonder where everybody's at. And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder what happened to all the weird people. Are they still weird?
Are they still the weird person that I knew and hated?
Not hated.
Was disturbed by.
Disturbed by would be a good one, because I knew where I went. I know where I'm going. Like so far, like in life, I'm all like, I think I'm doing pretty good. Like, my dad gave me a compliment yesterday about like credit score and stuff. He's like, compared to your cousins and blah blah blah. I'm like, You're doing way fucking better than them. And to double down on that, my aunt, who I have high respects for, started gassing me up too. I'm all like, God damn,
let's go.
I was like, holy shit. So I was like, well, that was a pretty good turnaround. But no, but it was generally those two conversations. I just kept on thinking to myself, like, what happened to people?
I don't know.
Because I look at your brother Colby, who's literally off panel. I'm all like,
he's in every episode.
he really is, bro. And I'm all like, what happened to Colby? Like, I wonder what people think about it. And like now he's trying to become a nurse. Like, good for him. And it's just like, I didn't think that would be the outcome, right? Ever think about that type of stuff? So I'm wondering if one of the wacko people just goes, yeah, I'm a businessman now. I own 3 law firms. Like totally random. Like, oh, I didn't expect that character growth.
The odds of that happening are actually very high because we never really knew what their desires were in school. They were just kind of like,
anybody in high school knew their desires. I think I was just the odd one out and just was all like, no, I want to do this. Fuck it.
I mean, specifically with them though, like the majority of people, unless they were in their circle, did not talk to them. So only them in that circle knew what they wanted, like, to do with their life.
Yeah, a little bit.
So like a lot of them were probably like, yeah, I'm going to become a heart surgeon. But then they were like spitting on people in the hallway and like doing the boogie on the lunch table.
Jesus, man. It's just so weird. I don't know. That was just my general thought process over the past few days. My fucking cargo pants are riding up on me all now. But yeah, that was just me. I don't know. You haven't had any like crazy ass, bro? I keep on fucking thinking of the goddamn meme where it's like, where it's making fun of podcasts where like the third friend that doesn't talk. I'm just, how do you feel about that though? We started a podcast. We are how many episodes in?
29, 30. This is episode 30.
30 episodes in. How does it feel?
Honestly, at this point, it's like just a thing that I do. Like, we just meet up once a week, talk about absolutely whatever we feel like talking about.
Post it on
and then I just eventually get to editing it, post it, and then I'm just like, oh, there it is.
That's just, I don't know. It's podcasting is such a fucking weird phenomenon. It's even weirder than making YouTube videos.
You know what's even more weird though?
What?
The fact that I watch myself and I'm like, I watch us doing stuff. I'm like, man, these guys are funny. Oh, that's us.
I hope you find me entertaining. I don't really know, because that's another thing too that I was thinking about. In the perception of somebody else, and primarily through high school, is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll use the white deer for example here. Of course, I don't like to bring this up. I'm trying to move on forward, but from my crazy ass desires. But using that, I kind of like, I was like, oh yeah, she's hot, blah blah blah. She's smart. Okay, maybe she has this general personality type. And then heard things over the years, and I'm like, okay, that's not what I expected. So it's just kind of like a person from the outside just seems so different from what you think, is what I'm trying to say.
It's like I just read in sociology. People have different forms of themselves, which is actually not something I just learned. It's something I learned a long time ago. Trying
to double down on that statement. I have proof of this. I have proof of this.
Proof. Well, I was more trying to make the point that so far I haven't really learned anything too substantial in college. But what I'm trying to say is she has the self that she portrays to like people she doesn't know, and then she has the self that she portrays to the people she's comfortable.
We got to bring Serenity on again to explain this. She probably
Serenity, come back.
That episode did pretty well.
Serenity, she's just always funny.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of, they liked her character.
They liked her. Honestly, it's so surprising. Just the podcast just got boosted up out of nowhere, and I couldn't explain it. The couch co-op episode is apparently just a banger, and it brought everybody back.
I think it's because how I titled it and how the thumbnail looked.
I think that
we need to take headshots for this episode. I'm trying to do some experimentation, but
okay.
I don't know. Oh my god, I have. Oh yeah, these are the ones with the hole in them.
Alex, I think you might need to go clothes shopping.
No, I have in one of my drawers there are just a actual fuck ton of black cargo pants that I haven't worn. Because I've always
you just bought a bunch of black cargo pants.
Well, this was like 6-7 years ago. They all still fit me, and I just never bring them out of the closet.
So the moths got to them.
No, they're just. I don't have moths in my house, but yeah, these are the ones that somehow just always manage to make it in. I just noticed that. Oh no. Well, other than my ripped cargo pants, I don't know. Perceptions of people. I've always found that interesting because it's just I'm always curious how other people perceive me. Like I have what I know what I am. You know, I'm just trying to make it through the grind, trying to eventually be something, etch my name in the side of history. That's the end goal for me. But I'm like, I wonder how the Joe Schmo or the Bens or the Connors or the Ethans perceive me. Like, am I an asshole? Am I just a funny fat guy to them? Or like, oh, it's just the guy that shows up in Discord every once in a while to hang out.
From what they said in high school, it's you're the guy who everyone knows that you could pick on, but they like that, like you're not gonna get mad. Who said I didn't get mad? I know, I'm fucking with them. It's just I don't really care. At one point, it was just like, all right, just get it. We're just all joking around.
Just get it through the system. All right, cool. Let's go to McDonald's.
Honestly, it's not even like it's just Alex. We make fun of everybody in the friend group.
Yeah, and anybody who fucks up in that moment, that's that week's
you're made
target.
fun of.
There you go. But I don't know. It's always been interesting because I kept on thinking about it too, and I'm all like, what happened to the cool people? Where are they? Oh shit, where are they at?
Seems like a lot of people are married now.
There's like 4 of them. I don't think at least I count 4. Is there more?
There's quite a few.
Marrying after high school is crazy too, dog.
Yeah.
Like why are you doing that to yourself?
I'm so broke.
Yeah. Like, are you trying to buy a house? What are you dumb?
You can't buy a house in this market.
Yeah. What are you and like you're working a minimum wage job? Like you're trying to start early, but
honestly, I don't know how some of these people got like these good jobs that they're in right now.
Which one's whose? Who are we talking about?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that are like, maybe it's their parents fronting everything.
Probably. I'm not gonna even lie. The current job I have is because of my aunt. But even that, I'm all like, I did YouTube by myself.
True.
And like, mostly luck. But this is the early years. This is where it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm doing good. Life actually hits some point around 24, 25.
Oh no.
That's what happens. It's a thing I've noticed over the years where it's all like after high school, you should, depending on where you were, maybe at that point you'll do good, and then life will hit you. You'll either plateau, crumble, or you'll still keep on going and eventually plateau somewhere higher. Is what I feel like happens, and I think I've seen, at least in the theory, goes for me. Like I think it's right. So I don't know. I'm wondering where, like, the whole question, where I'll be in 10 years. So like what, 20?
That is always an interesting question.
So I was just like, I don't know where I see myself. I'm like, I think I'm going to be there. I hope. So it's just the early years of the 10 years time skip. So we're 2 years. Well, when I say 10 years, I think of where I am now. So we're not.
I think we're more going into the 5-year time skip. I think things will start to mishmash back together in like 2 more years.
We'll see. I don't know. But that's just been my thought process. I don't know if.
Oh no, Thanos is coming.
Bro, if I had the Infinity Gauntlet, dog, I do things. No, I just get rid of everybody and just be like, I'm all by myself now.
I get rid of myself too.
See, that's just suicide. You just did suicide with more steps.
Nah, everything's just gone though.
I guess.
Universe starts over.
Oh, you just reset it, or like
just hard reset.
Hard reset on this bitch.
There's no point. We've gone too far. It can't be fixed.
I guess we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So also this.
No!
He's dead. The floor is lava. My feet are dead too, by the way. We're goofballs.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
Man, I can't believe you ejected Pichu.
I thought I heard ejaculate. I had to take a double take there, but it wasn't that.
I guess we had completely different thought processes.
We really did, honestly. Also, I didn't have breakfast today. I'm also very hungry.
Oh, I got up early and I got to eat breakfast today.
Actually, I went to bed early. I went to bed at fucking. I know this is not early for a lot of people. 1 o'clock. It's I don't want to do anything. Went to bed at 1.
1 o'clock. That's the best time to go to bed.
And then I woke up at like 6. I was like, I need water.
That's the good schedule.
I fucked up like at least a gallon of water. There's no way I didn't. And then I was like, bed. And then I woke up at 6. I slept for like I don't know how sleep scientists like treat this, but I deadass did sleep for like 9-10 hours.
Oh, that's a good amount of sleep.
I think, but there was like a break that 20-minute break where I had to get up. So
happens.
I don't really know. So it was like 5 hours, and then I was like, like another what?
I will
4?
always say this, but the
Or
best
3?
the best sleep schedule I ever had was the Animal Crossing sleep schedule. 2 a.m. going to bed, 8 a.m. waking up. Like somehow that was the most well rested I've ever been in my life.
I think you were on Adderall. Had to be. Something crazy was
Animal
wrong with
Crossing,
you.
some sort of drug.
Because then you would just grind out from 8 to 2 then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And forget to
I'd
eat.
maybe take a break and start building the chicken coop out there. Other than that, it was just all Animal Crossing.
Jesus, brother. You need help. He's still playing it, by the way.
I was just
It's
playing
literally still on the other side of the living room. It's in his room right now. It's just
fun.
on.
I catch fish and bugs.
And do what? What is there still left to do with that game? How many hours do you have on Animal Crossing?
I think it's getting well near 700 hours.
Only 700?
Yeah, I've been taking breaks. I haven't had a lot of time to play games. But funny enough, speaking of my hours in Animal Crossing, so I got this letter from this oil place that I went to a couple months ago where they're like, thank you for joining our oil company and having your car serviced with us. And they're like bragging about their company. And they're like, our workers have over 200 hours of work experience. And I was like, you have 200 hours of work experience on this car? I have more hours in Animal Crossing than your work experience. Get better.
I have more hours in Halo.
Exactly.
Bitch.
You fools. That's not as professional as you think.
Fools.
It's not the flex you think it is.
That was funny. Another thing too is, I guess since we're on the topic of gaming and hours, I've been getting back into Destiny. And Jesus, man, like it really is truly the ex you broke up with no fucking reason. like, okay, how do I explain this? So Destiny's fun. I won't lie. It's just a monotonous. I can't put my feet up without fucking Thanos getting mad. Fuck you. Anyway, sorry, the gauntlet was yelling at me. You only see it in video. I just been playing it. I'm like, dude, while there are some OP guns you're like, fuck, this is getting annoying too, it's still fun. Like me and my brother will hop on and blah blah blah, play for a few hours, but it's like, bro, I remember in 2014 when this first game came out and everybody was shitting on it because they had problems, the Bungie Destiny lore that isn't actually the in-game lore goes crazy. I'm like, dude, this is so fun again. I'm like, I'm hopping on. And this time, here's the thing. This game has almost existed for near a decade. I have not played the other classes. I'm barely getting into Warlock, and I'm like, wow, I feel busted as fuck. I'm like, this is so cool.
That's a problem I always have with games when they have a bunch of different classes to choose
And
from.
I just never do it.
Yeah, I always have that one class that I get really attached to one character
I was
that
a
I make
hunter,
in a
bro.
game.
I had to be.
And it's just like, I'm sticking with this character and I'm making them as strong as possible. Like these other classes look cool, but this one character I'm just having fun with.
No, I was the one problem I do have the Warlocks, and I think it's even with the Titans too, is I can't. They have a hover jump, so they'll jump. So you press like your jump button twice, and they'll start to hover. Like they'll start to have like an acceleration and then they'll decelerate. But I'm like, this is getting weird too. But with hunters, it's just a triple jump or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool, easy. This is Mario, motherfucker.
It's Mario.
So it's just like, oh, cool. Well, I'm like, nah, I've been playing it, and it's been really interesting as of late. And while the game is now free to play and is like hyper expensive because DLC, the game is crossplay, but it does none of it. All the DLCs cross over, so it's like $1,000 to get like everything.
Good gosh.
But I won't lie, there's like a lot of fucking content. So it's all like, I remember so the thing is, when Destiny 1 came out, and even when Destiny 2, like the early of it, like it's like, oh my god, the game's unfinished and they're already promoting DLC. I'm all like, well, they have problems. Like there's nothing bad so far happening at Bungie looking at Activision. So I'm all like, I always gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they've done this for like what, almost 9 years now, and they're just chugging along. Like Destiny's fine. It's probably one of the most popular games on Steam. I think it's like top 10 or whatever. So it's like, it's not what it was said like what, almost a decade ago. And I feel like there's a question to be asked here. So like, sure, a game can absolutely suck dick at launch, absolutely terrible, 3 out of 10, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
a few updates later, it's like, oh damn, it's not that bad no more.
Mhm.
It's like No Man's Sky did it. I think Destiny did it. Cyberpunk kind of done it. Apparently the boys were all saying, nah, the game like is somewhat functional now. It's actually like really, really cool. So I'm all like, I feel like in the modern day and age, just because, you know, the whole, like, if anybody knows Act Man, he's kind of made the term modern gaming a thing. I feel like it's a little bit too negative now. I feel like the whole idea of like old Xbox, the couch co-op, the Halo 2 grind, like that kind of idea of gaming is kind of like dead, and it's kind of evolved into something else that should be like, you should have a different mindset in. I feel like, because I know people do how a lot of people do have problems like, oh, I have to spend $60 on an unfinished game. It's like, yeah, but like, you gotta wait like an update. It might be fixed, and like, you know, maybe you're worth that $60 or whatever. And I know people that played shitty ass games for like a lot less, and they're like, oh no, it's still pretty good. So it's still like, I don't really know. Maybe it's just the average consumer or whatever. And
I think it's just the market we're in now, because there's just so many different games coming out at once that it's like, would you rather save your money on a game that's
also people are broke
good?
now. It's not the early 2000s. Like everything's expensive. So I know why people have that. It's like $60 for a game that's not finished.
Like that's why right now for me, it's like we're going into the next coming weeks. The new Call of Duty's coming out, Sonic's coming out, Pokemon's coming out, and I'm like, you know, those are 3 games that I'd like to play, but that's gonna be what, $180 to have all 3, and I'm like,
gaming is a
gotta,
luxury.
I gotta choose the one that I really know I'm gonna want to play, which is probably gonna be Sonic Frontiers.
I'll probably just wait. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm a man. I'm burping. My bad. If you're catching that, I'm a man with extreme patience. I can wait a very long time.
Just wait for a deal.
Not even wait for a deal. I'll wait till the games literally just show up on Steam like 4 years from now. I'll be like, all right, cool. Because that's what I do with Dragon Ball. When Dragon Ball Broly came out, I saw like the pirated versions, of course I did, like really super shitty. I was like, okay. I waited like 3 years later until it's like fucking American release, and it's like in HD 4K, and it got uploaded to YouTube. I'm like, oh cool, I can actually enjoy the movie.
See, when it comes to stuff like that though, like I'd prefer not to pirate, because I want to support like the voice
I
actors
definitely
and
have
stuff.
to now, bro. They're paying their voice actors fucking jack shit, dog. So I don't really know about that argument. I'm like, I don't really know here.
I don't
You guys
know.
are being assholes. You're making me go yo ho ho. You dumb bitch.
You're talking about Bayonetta, right?
No, like almost, it's really weird. Voice actors in both Japan and America are just being cucked over, bro.
I don't know why that is right now.
They're just
That's
assholes.
really weird.
They're just assholes, bro. Pay your people what they want to be paid.
I think they need a strike, voice actor strike.
Yeah, I think so. A little bit, or like, I'm just saying, man. There's people are assholes, and I even know I'm gonna counter what I just previously said. In terms of a YouTube channel or whatever, if an editor shows up and their rates are so and so, and I'm okay with it, I'll do that. But if they change them eventually, yeah, I'll do it. Like, I feel like how am I trying to set up this argument here? I'm thinking I'll pay the editor what they want to be paid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, $8 a minute or whatever. But yeah, sure, I'll pay you that. But eventually, if I get to the point where I have like a bajillion subscribers and they're like $100 a minute, I'll be honest, I probably have the money for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck it, I'll give it to you. Technically, it's not that time of year yet, but I'll figure out how. It's like technically I think a freelance video editor is technically a write-off. I think. I don't know the legal implications of that, so don't quote me on that. But it's just like, if you have to spend, I don't know, 400 smacks on a video, fuck it, who cares? Tax write-off.
mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. I feel like when it comes to the whole editor or just like trying to employ people, pay them.
Yeah,
Don't be greedy. You
I think
fucks.
at that point, like, if you're just not going to pay the people what they deserve to be paid, like,
or they want to be paid.
you shouldn't be hiring that many people if you're not going to be paying them. Like, if you want to keep the majority of the money to yourself, just don't hire people. I mean, I guess this is more speaking towards the YouTube part. Like, if you don't want to pay an editor,
Do it
edit it yourself.
Yeah. Which
Like, that's the bottom
that's so cool about YouTube. It's like, oh damn, I don't want to pay somebody. I'll do it myself.
I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Like, no, that's so cool, but like, I don't know. It's very. I don't like company. I've been listening to a lot of Rage Against the Machine as of late. I don't know. I've become radicalized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm against the system. I don't know. Maybe that was even before that. That was like
The radical left.
No, just radical. Like I'm against both parties.
The radical
mid. Yeah, but it's just that I don't know, man. It's just I've been like the whole perspective thing from earlier. I've just been looking at things. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? It's bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just the young man in me just being the rebel. But I'm all like, no, isn't that just actually kind of fucked?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot.
Like paying people and then doing some scummy business practices. It's just like, come on, man.
Just be fair to people.
I don't know, dude. Like bringing up the whole Bayonetta situation. $4,000, bro. That's as much as I get in a YouTube month on a good month.
That's like 1 month of work.
Yeah, that's not even
for something that took probably a lot longer and also is gonna make a lot more money.
Oh yeah. Like I don't like in that term. Like how much should you pay a voice actor? I think I'm just going off for some fucking random ass thought here. A year's worth of work, maybe even depending on the game. I'd say $4,000 a month. So what's the math on that? So four times 12.
4 times 12.
Maybe even get a bonus.
48,000.
48,000. Maybe like a $2,000 bonus or something. I think that should be fine. I think. I don't really know. There might be differing opinions on that, but like that. I mean
that's
fine.
like a average working job right there. Like how much like a minimum wage worker would working full time in a year is like 32,000. So that's a livable wage.
I think
that's like
on the state.
That seems like the very bare minimum of what you should pay a voice actor.
Yeah. And depending if it's like an iconic role like Bayonetta or something.
Yeah.
Like she's in Smash Bros, bro. Give her a pay raise, you assholes.
Money.
Like it's just really interesting, honestly. Dude, I just don't like I know I technically work for Google, but it's so like you guys are fucking dicks. I find it almost very
Shut up, Thanos.
That's the third time.
I think corporations just really screw people over a lot more often than like people even know.
Yeah, it's Rage Against the System, and it's just I see it and I'm just like, man.
Honestly, at this point, you'd really...
Bro, we've been talking for 28 minutes. I thought it's been an hour. Oh, God.
Yapping about things.
It just makes me angry, bro. I know the title of the thumbnail is going to be Rage Against the Machine or something.
Rage Against the Machine.
It's just... It just makes me sad.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
And I don't want to be a part of the system, but like there's no way out of it. Like we've gone too far in. Like it's the Unabomber manifesto kind of idea where it's all like the Industrial Revolution was bad, but we're so far in, fuck it. Mm-hmm. You just have to see where it goes. It's just like, man,
it is what it is.
But I don't want it to be.
Let's rechange. We just have to
nuke it all. Restart. Where's the gauntlet? I would do that in a heartbeat, bro. Become a caveman again. Would you love to be a caveman? I think I'd like to be a caveman.
Not really.
I would love to. Just to fucking eat all day. Don't have to worry about taxes.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with like
modern medicine
with life right now, but like I'm not happy with like the way people are making stuff happen.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. Life just be like that.
So what about you? There's my 30-minute rant.
There's your rant
on me.
Really? I just was gonna talk more about spooky stuff. It's spooky month.
You know what is spooky? The machine. Get out of it. Get out of it. You're being controlled. Don't. Okay, hold up. Another one more last thing. I want to kind of think about, because this is also another thought I had. Contentment. Like just how my parents are just like, yeah, 9 to 5.
Just
365 days.
Being okay with like where you are
Yeah.
right now.
And then, just use my parents as an example. They complain about bills or taxes or like something like really like, wow, it fucking really fucks me over. I'm angry about it, but they do nothing about it. It's just all like, do something.
I hate my job. Goes to work.
I love that meme. Do something. Try. What do you like? It makes me angry.
Yeah,
It's just like what just do. Go. I'm angry. Now I'm angry. Now I'm awake.
I
Now
don't know if it's content. It's more like acceptance of like where they stand. But it's like
when
you don't have to.
It's like when a dog loses its balls. Like it just has to accept it.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you fight back?
At least you have the choice. The dog doesn't really have the choice.
It's like what the fuck?
It's either that or it dies on the street.
That was a fucking dark example. What the fuck?
You're the one who brought up the dog.
Why would it die in the street?
I mean, what's its other option? Run away?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it dies.
A family that doesn't want to chop off its balls.
Well,
for a breeding mill, but that's still also equally as, or even if
for
more
the most
terrible.
part, you're not going to find the average person's going to most likely fix their dog if they don't want it.
It is kind of a fucked up process, though. You think about that.
It is a little bit like
because we had a conversation. I had asked Jen. I can't touch.
Stop touching the table.
But I like messing with the coffee table.
I don't know. Do I need to get you like a squeaky toy?
A little bit, yes, please. Anyway, I was talking to my homie Jen about
we love Jen here.
Yes, about dog clipping ears. If you don't know, it's a process in which you grab a dog's ears and then model them or clip them or surgically, whatever. And I'd asked her a question. I was like, hey, because I've never gotten a straight answer if it was good or bad. So I'd asked her because she's a dog person. I saw some stuff on Twitter. It's like, oh my God, look, a puppy doing some funny things. It has clipped ears. Oh no. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started asking questions and I asked Caleb, was like, is it bad or not? And we basically came to the same decision.
It just really depends because like some dogs need like the surgery because like their ears like will get in the way
They're too
of things.
floppy.
But a lot of the time they don't really need it. But at the same time, clipping a dog's ears is like really just like the owner just kind of personalizing their dog. Like I gave the example, like people pierce their baby's ears. Like it's not really the baby's choice, and it like causes the baby pain. But like after it's all said and done, like it really didn't change anything.
Like it's like that really fucked up like example. I don't know. That was just something maybe like a more recent like term we could have or example we could have brought up. But it's just like, man.
Yeah, I mean. Humans
are fucked.
The thing about humans is we have the choice. It's just a lot of the time people don't make the choice to make their life better.
And
I know too many people who are given the opportunity to make things better for themselves and like move forward in their life, but they just choose not to. I've come to the conclusion a lot of people like enjoy having problems in their life because it gives them something to talk about.
That's a fucked up thing. It's like the problem just becomes like a need.
Like that becomes like that's their quirk is they create problems.
Alcoholism, drugs.
Yep,
my ex-wife. That's why I was actually a pretty fucking common one. It's just really. That's what I don't want. Like as a dude, like me personally, I would love just to wake up one morning and just not give a fuck about anything. Just sit on the couch.
You just wake up and it's a happy day.
Happy day. It's been a very long time since there's been a happy day for me. Just waking up being like, I'm gonna go make some waffles and just fucking just do what meander across my house, maybe even go outside for a little bit and just do whatever I want. And it's just no, I have not felt that in a long time.
I don't know, I've been pretty happy with my life recently. Like
Good
I get up in the morning and I'm just like, hello world, there's a song that we're singing.
No, I wake up and it's death, destruction, and just molding constantly. Yeah. Like this morning, actually. I woke up and I was like, Saturday
in the park.
I can't go to the park. I can't walk anywhere because corporations have fucked me over. Because
that is true. The vehicle heavy society has kind of screwed us over. But
Do you want to talk about third places? Because I did make a tweet on it one time. Or do you not know what a third place is?
we can talk about that some other time.
I was just curious.
I
hate modern society.
Yes, I'm sure. We talk about this like every 5 episodes.
Dude, it grinds my gears. It really does. I'm tired of it.
My gears.
And we're recording it. We're playing a part in the system, arguing against the system. Wake up. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up.
Wake up, sheeple.
The end of the world is the end of how society works.
Colby's talking. I'll repeat what he said. Colby just basically says, say it again, Colby, so I can repeat it to the audience.
The end of the world is the end of how society works.
The end of the world, quote unquote, ends with the end of society. End of how society works. That's what Colby said. I kind of feel that's like a little bit true. Those
Sure. Yeah.
Most end of the world class scenarios, being a nerd saying it like that, usually just ends with society, not the world actually like kapoofing.
But it could.
But it could.
Well,
a supernova could go crazy.
Supernova.
So,
anyways,
what drugs have you been taking to keep the pain down?
are you ready for Halloween?
Oh, just what's Halloween on today or this year? What's the day it's on?
It's a Monday.
Oh, so just a regular Monday for me.
No, it's a totally oblivious Monday.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
Fuck! I have to go get I gotta go buy a costume.
Yes, you do.
I need to do that. It's totally. I didn't think it was on a Monday.
It is. We have to release the Halloween episode on a Monday.
Wow!
You fool!
You fool! And then it blows you up.
Yes.
Well,
You better get started on that costume.
I'm just gonna buy it off of Amazon.
Buy it already. You never know.
I don't have an Amazon account. I use my mom's. God
guess.
bless her soul.
I've been having issues with my Halloween costume this year.
What is it?
We're supposed to go to a Halloween party for my cousin's birthday this coming weekend.
It'll be hot gonna be there.
Huh?
What? Nothing. Never mind. I was gonna make a really fucking stupid joke.
Anyways.
Women.
Anyways. So me and Val are trying to come up with a couple's costume for the couple costume contest.
Just be a fucking bear and a rabbit, like a teddy bear rabbit,
That's not even.
or like
anything.
Cupid, or something.
You've
or
come
like
up with worse ideas than Val.
Or like I don't know, fucking a David and Goliath, but she's Goliath and you're David, so it's like funny. Like she's
Terrible
short.
ideas.
Or a Macho Libre and the one guy in that one movie.
All dumb ideas.
Or
Her best idea that she could come up with was she's like, I'm Kanye, you're Pete Davidson. I'm like, how's that even a costume?
the chick from Atlantis and then the nerd from that same movie.
Milo?
Yeah, you could be Milo. She could be the one chick. That was a good idea. I think that one would work.
You know what that one is?
What's another one?
Cool.
I was gonna say Thanos and Gamora, but maybe just Gamora and Peter Quill. That one might work.
I thought of that one too, but she didn't want to do it.
She doesn't have to paint herself green. If that's her problem.
She doesn't want to be green. I don't know.
Or just be yourself.
Right now, she's trying to settle on Ash and Pikachu. But it makes me uncomfortable thinking about Ash being in a relationship with Pikachu.
They probably are. There's some Rule 34 about it somewhere on the internet. What can you do Ash and Misty? There you go.
I tried to convince her that, but she's
You be
like,
Misty, she be Ash.
She's like, no one would even know who that is. I'm like, what do you mean?
I know that was Goku and Chi-Chi.
Goku and Chi-Chi. See, and the other problem is if she doesn't know who the person is, she doesn't want to be that person.
Or Vegeta and Bulma. That one. Or go on in the
I
dome.
was like, we could be
Piccolo and that one.
we could be Cloud
brown
and Tifa.
lady.
And she was like, I don't know who that is. I don't want to be them.
What's another one I can think of? Sephiroth and her. But the scene is her stabbing what's her face. That's the cosplay.
I wish we could do that.
Or Anakin and Padme. That one would work.
She hates Natalie Portman.
You're Natalie Portman. She's Anakin. There you go. Joe Rogan, and then you can do I don't know, somebody else. You in a bald cap would be funny.
No.
What's another one?
You know, it's easier to come up with a costume with your homie than with your girlfriend.
Oh, bro,
I'm like, man, if me and Alex did a costume together, it'd be easy. Nappa and Vegeta.
See, I wouldn't know if we're gonna be Dragon Ball characters. I would probably do like Cell and Frieza. I think that would be funner.
But it's more like the duos.
Yeah.
So
that one is still kind of a duo.
Not real. They never even interact.
Yeah, it's more like the GT thing. It's like that kind of duo. It's like, oh damn, it's like the villains like thing. It's like the how do I describe it? It's like Boo's like his own chaotic thing, but they're like the gentleman evil.
At this point, we might as well just be Fat Boo and Kid Boo.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Or Oob and Fat Boo.
Oob.
That would work.
True.
Or I think maybe like Obi-Wan and Anakin would work there.
That'd be
or like or Palpatine and Vader.
See, look at all these cool ones we're coming up with.
What's another one? I think Iron Man and Captain America would work, but that one's too generic. I don't like that.
That'd be pretty generic.
War Machine and Iron Man would work too. I think that one would be cool.
Have you seen some of the Iron Man costumes people come up with?
Dude, they're fucking cool.
They're so freaking cool.
Those are straight up just like half engineering on some people's parts.
Honestly, me and Isaac were talking the other day. We are like, at this point, we should just buy a 3D printer and just start printing out costumes.
In theory, 3D printers are pretty crazy because technically you can do
cool.
that. Oh, yeah.
3D printers are so cool.
I was in a class with one and we'd only print like bowls and shit, like really like basic ideas. But like at one point I thought, couldn't you just like 3D print a gun?
Yeah, I mean that Captain America shield is 3D printed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and it's like, man, it looks really good for being 3D printed.
Except it only lasts like a little bit before like I think you probably get like 2 mags worth until it's like melted inside.
Well, I mean not like in an actual battle, but
the thing is too about that. I did some 3D printing research in the past, but at one point, at least theoretically, you could use just like a hot material, like hot like metal, to eventually like 3D print like an actual gun.
Yeah, that is true.
So eventually, like you could get like a really bitchin' like I don't know, like a Colt or something.
The urge when I get my own place to get a 3D printer.
What do you get a 3D print though?
Anything.
I'd actually 3D print like a Master. Here's another one: Master Chief and Arbiter.
Dude, see, there's so many good ones when you're with your homie. But
okay, maybe in that case, since I don't want to do a full-on fucking Arbiter cosplay, I'd probably do a Noble 6 and Master Chief, or just like some random scout or whatever, or like Marine. Yeah. We're like, Sarge, what do we have to? Or fucking Sarge and fucking and Chief.
It's so good. There's so many good ones.
I can't do blackface, so I can't do that one. That would be terrible. Or whiteface in that case. That would be the
what?
Because I wouldn't paint myself, but if I were to be Sarge, it'd just be just me with a cigarette trying to impersonate a black man
with a mustache.
Oh, that's right. He does have a mustache. I forgot that. But I think I probably like Arbiter and Chief would go crazy.
Yeah. I think me and Val might end up just settling on vampires, but she was like, Thanos! But she was like, we have to be the Twilight
Squidward
people.
And SpongeBob.
No, because that's... Well, are you talking about me and Val, or are you talking about me and you?
Me and you.
Oh, yeah, Squidward and SpongeBob would work.
Or like Patrick or SpongeBob.
Patrick and SpongeBob.
Yeah, that one would work. What's another one? There's a few more I can think of.
There's good costumes when you're with your homie, but when you're with your girlfriend, it's so hard.
At 17 and 18 for you and Val, that would work.
It would, but she doesn't know who that is.
Fucking guy, dude. Okay. I'm gonna be real right here. Right, your girlfriend is fucking boring.
I have to just make
boring.
I have to make her cultured.
Boring.
Gotta show her all of Dragon Ball, so we.
You have to just show her better media than fucking. So
it can be Gohan and Videl.
Yeah, like that would be nice.
It's such a good costume too, because
what kind of Gohan and what kind of Videl though?
The right before Boo arc.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where she has the pigtails.
The pigtails and just a white tee.
Yeah.
I think that would work. Yeah.
Easy. We'd win that competition.
Easily.
But she refuses.
Fucking women.
It's so maybe I'll have to make like a whole slideshow presentation on why we should be going.
Bro, if you have to make a fucking slideshow for a relationship for a Halloween, I think you got a couple problems, bro. You need to work it out. You guys need to start watching a lot more fiction together. Or like, here's another one, Neo and the one chick from that movie.
She did say that, but I see too many people being
Neo.
those two. I'm actually really tempted to do Gohan and Videl now.
I do it. That one's good.
I'm gonna have to pitch the idea.
That one's good.
Heavily.
That's another good one.
We'd win that competition.
You can do Captain America and Black Widow. I think that one would work.
We could do that. I already have the shield.
You do. Or you can do. Oh wait, she doesn't like Natalie Portman.
You always find the Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman Bannon, man.
And
Luke and Leia.
True.
They did
I
kiss.
did wanna. I did want to do like Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen,
See, they're not really a thing though.
but it's still like
You could do Miles.
Costume.
You could have a.
Like
You could have
Miles.
a. You could. Well, she can be Miles.
she's Miles.
She's Miles. You're Gwen. That would work.
There we
Or
go.
you're just fucking Mary Jane and Spider Man.
Could do that too.
But you're Mary Jane. She's Spider Man.
I don't know if that changes
It
anything.
really does. Because you have a pee-pee and you're Mary Jane. So you'd be like Tommy Jane or something, and she'd be Spider Girl.
Tommy Jane.
I don't know. There is a gender swap of Mary Jane, but I forgot their name. I don't know what it is. Is it Clyde?
Clyde.
It might be Clyde. It might.
Clyde Joe.
Yeah, it might be that. I can't remember exactly. Or Nick Fury in that one, or Captain Marvel. Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. That one would work.
Yeah.
Or here's another one. Easy. Fucking this. I can't believe I didn't think about this. There's two of them actually. Either Batman and Catwoman,
She did want to do that one.
or Superman or Lois Lane. Easy. Fucking easy. I'm giving these. Write this down, bitches. I'm giving you this for free, bro.
we came up with so many homie costume ideas too.
Even the Gauntlet's agreeing.
Thanos is here. He agrees.
That thing's really fucking sensitive. I'm pressing the table and it activates.
I think the shake, because the way it's weighted, causes it to always press the button.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's all my ideas I could give to you.
Well, I'll pitch these ideas.
What ideas did she come up with though? Now I'm curious.
She's like, pretty much, it's just a bunch of dumb ones. Like I said, Pete Davidson and Kanye. There's
That
like,
one's funny though.
There's like, she wanted to be. What's the other one? I'm trying to remember. It was like, she did want to be SpongeBob and like, she wanted to be Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
That one would work. I'm okay with that.
See,
one.
I don't like that as a couple's costume though. That's like a homie's costume.
Sometimes you just have to bite a bullet.
I did pitch Luigi and Daisy, but she's saying that Daisy's gonna be too hard.
Why would Daisy be too hard? It's just you could a lot of these like Halloween costumes can be really fucking good, or just be like, bought this shit at fucking Costco.
I bought it at Costco.
Like easy. Like
my
that.
Luigi was gonna be good. All I really needed was overalls and the hat, and then I was gonna get a vacuum.
Okay. Okay. Here's a change of topic. What princess belongs to Luigi? Though? Can we go full Matt Pat here and say Rosalina's their is Peach?
I do actually like that theory. I unironically,
because he's always the
theory.
underdog.
Luigi gets all of them.
Not all of them. That's weird. That's polygamy.
It's polygamy.
I've always liked the Daisy and Luigi thing, but I feel like it's just because they're the second hand.
It's always what's
kind of been
like
wrong.
Put into your face is that it's Daisy and Luigi.
Yeah, but I've always liked Daisy.
Yeah,
Maybe that's more because I see myself as Luigi, but I don't know.
I just like Luigi. I don't really care about anybody.
Mario's
else.
fucking stupid.
Mario,
Why do you wear red, you communist? That's in the fucking game theory.
I honestly will always choose. Not even. Well, maybe it is because he's green, and that's my favorite color.
But I like red too, but I just don't like Mario.
But I do know the reason why I started liking Luigi is when Mario Brothers Wii came out. Me, Colby, Cliff, and Isaac were all
Toads,
playing.
you guys can do Toads.
Oh no! Oh no! But Colby was always Mario, and then Cliff and Isaac always wanted to be the Toads, and the last person left was Luigi. And just from there, I started liking Luigi.
Kirby. You can be Kirby. You can be Kirby and King Dedede, or Bowser and like a Koopa. That would work.
It'd be easy. There's a lot of good costumes when you have kids too. It's like Olimar and all your kids are Pikmin.
Or like Chief and a whole bunch of Marines. You guys are all going to die.
Why are all the kids' costumes the soldiers who die?
Because that's what they're made for.
the children are cannon fodder.
Yes. If there's kids involved, you can do Batman and the Robins. That would be good.
That would be a really cool one.
You can do Superman and the Superboys.
There's a lot. There's so many good costumes when you have kids. Maybe I'll just steal someone else's kid.
Jesus Christ. You could have my cousins
rent them for Halloween.
Rent them. If you had 2 kids, or maybe even your wife, you can go Pikachu, and Raichu.
That is true.
Or like any of the original starters. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty. Yeah.
You can do Wailord and the fucking cat.
Wailord and Skitty.
Yeah, you can do that if you had your girlfriend.
Oh no.
Maybe a Ditto in there. Maybe if you're in like a polygamous or relationship or whatever, trying to get some IVs and EVs. Among Us characters, that would work too.
There's so many Among Us costumes, but I can never find
Joker and Harley Quinn.
I can never find the pink Among Us, so I never.
Why? Who fucking chooses pink? Are you weird?
I'm pink Among Us.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
It's not weird.
I'm either black or red. Sometimes white.
Pink is my Among Us. Pink with the pompadour hat. That's my Among Us.
Jesus Christ. Generic skater boy and skater girl.
He's a skater girl.
Exactly. 4chan users. That.
You know what? I will replay this episode for Val and be like, this costume's a good idea. This costume's a good idea.
I'm a genius right now, man.
Alex is good with costumes.
Because I'm thinking now, I'm awake. What's another good one? You can do Darkseid and Thanos, but that one's just that's more of a dude's thing.
Yeah, there's so many, like I said, there's so many good homies costumes and there's so many good kids costumes.
I got one. Easiest dub in my life. Isabel and Matt and Doom Guy. Easily. And that's the one I want you to do.
That's a funny one.
I think you should do that one.
That is a funny one.
There's another one. Fuck,
I do have a week to prepare for this, so I don't know how easy it would be to get those.
You can just make it out of cardboard. I seen some fucking like 12-year-old on the fucking Doom Reddit do it. So fucking weird. Like I'd be taking a poop. I'm like, oh damn.
I have a resident 12-year-old I can hire to do things.
Oh fuck yeah. I love child labor because most of my editors are fucking 15 or fucking like 17 or younger.
I don't know why when they're at the age from like 10 to 16,
they do everything. They can do
anything you ask them to. You're like, I need you to grab me a soda. On it, boss.
On it, boss. Thank you.
It. Like for some reason you're their boss and they're just an unpaid intern to you, even though they're gaining absolutely nothing.
Fucking the fucking Doofenshmirtz guys. Fuck, you can do Doofenshmirtz and Perry, but
she did want to do that last year.
I think that one would work. What's the unpaid intern and the Perry's boss? You can do those two guys, but that might be also a homie thing. But I think that would work as a couple. Phineas and Ferb, that's another good one. Candace and her boyfriend, you can do that one.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? I think Ash and any of his girlfriends.
I wanted to do the trainers. She's May. I'm the one from Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, that would work too. I'd probably do Gen 2 though. I think Gen 2.
Gen 2. I would have done Gen 2 also because then I could have had a
Pikachu with a bottle of ketchup. That would work too.
Pikachu and ketchup.
That would work.
Actually, I think I might like that one the most so far. Pikachu and ketchup.
That one would work. I was gonna say a really fucked up one there, but I had to stop myself. I don't really know what else you could do. Colby and Caleb, you can do that one.
What an iconic duo.
For real. I'd say like dressing up as like boy and girl teddy bears would be a pretty cool one.
I don't know. It's pretty basic though.
That was just one I thought up of. You can do Sasuke and Sakura. You can do that one.
See, the problem is I don't even know who that is.
I know, that's the one I thought of that works.
Are you just giving this to the audience now?
I'm going to be honest. If you need a costume
If you need
design,
a costume and this releases a week before Halloween, we've got you.
we got you. You can do you can just do a fucking Akatsuki members.
Yeah.
You just, literally just the robes and the headband and you're done.
You're done.
You're done. Fucking just sandals.
There's so many easy costumes you can do.
Oh yeah.
Like
Jeffrey Dahmer and just one of his victims. You can do
yikes.
that. Somebody's gonna do it.
There's gonna be multiple people doing it.
The Predator and Alien. That might, but maybe that one's gender neutral. You can do it with both.
Yeah.
You should make her the Predator because then that means lore wise she's just a fucking like super midget. Because like the females are supposed to be like 9 to 12 feet long or 12 feet tall.
That is true.
It's weird. Ripley and the baby.
The baby.
That one. You can do that one.
Dr. Grant and Ellie Sattler.
Any Doctor Who and companion, but you're not as much of a nerd as I am. That would work too. I'm just naming off fictional characters at this point. Green Lanterns. You can just be random old Green Lanterns or something like that.
Yeah.
Or yellow ones. That would work too. Any of the color spectrum that would work. I don't really know. I think that's much for this segment. I can't really think of anything else.
Halloween costume segment is over. If you haven't thought of a costume by now,
I gave you so fucking much.
Literally, we mentioned every single series in our vernacular.
You could do Cthulhu ones, but that's more like a solo gig.
Yeah.
That's about me. That's all I got on me, bro.
Well,
maybe if you're a freaky couple, you can do a Betty and the Hulk.
That's honestly one of the biggest problems with finding couples costumes is they're always kinky. They're almost always kinky.
They're all kinky. Every single one.
It's like, why can't it just be normal costumes?
You can do Bruce Banner, but you know.
Sure.
Why'd you giggle at that? It used to be Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner by myself. Well, I have one little thing. I don't know if it's a little thing, but it's one last thing for our episode for today.
Oh my God, he uses Bing and I'm not lying.
Bing? What is people's problem with Bing? There's nothing wrong with Bing.
Conform to Google.
Google sucks. It doesn't give you free money.
That is true.
Anyways, I was inspired. I was thinking back on our high school days.
Okay.
And I remembered Mr. Bigwood this time of year. Mr. Bigwood had so much Halloween.
Because he was the GOAT, bro.
Like talking about Sleepy Hollow, having us watch Sleepy Hollow, all the witch trial stuff that we're learning about.
He's the GOAT.
So cool. But one thing that stuck out particularly to me.
Oh my God, it's touchscreen too?
Yes.
Jesus.
Was when he was giving us the history lesson of werewolves. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because the one chick was slasher filmed to death. I'm like,
yeah.
Mr. Bigwood, you can't do this. But even though I'm like totally with it.
This is freaking awesome.
Yeah, my go to teacher, bro. That's
how you teach a class.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're
sex and violence, bitches.
Well,
there was not really a lot of sex. It was just really gratuitous violence. But fuck yeah.
He was just really good at like bringing up topics in a way that like were actually interesting to the class.
The poison ivy fucking fan art though. That one always gets me.
That was so funny.
He was always just like, whoa, what are you doing with that?
Everyone in class was like,
all the guys, whoa, poison ivy, put the honkers away.
Whoa.
A booga wooga.
So what are
we talking about werewolves?
Werewolves, I was just going to give like the background of werewolves.
That's all you're going to do?
Stories of werewolves. So we all know about werewolves. Colby believes in werewolves.
Colby, do you believe in werewolves? That's unironically coolest thing in fiction, stupidest thing in reality. Do you know without a mystical help or a person, a turning into a werewolf would literally lead to, and I'm not joking here, a nuclear bomb. You would the transformation into a literal creature would take so much energy, and the transformation of atoms would literally cause a nuclear explosion.
Isn't that weird to think about? That these things that we would think like are possible would just cause nuclear explosions.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Like, Okay, vampires though transforming into different objects because they're a little bit more mystical. That one might work. Werewolves though, how they're kind of portrayed in media, nah, they wouldn't work. Because like vampires like reatomize themselves. It's like that's what it's kind of shown.
They're like a bunch of bats formed together into a human.
Yeah, it's a little bit them is like but
yeah.
werewolves, nah.
I hate to break it to Colby, but I agree with Alex. Werewolves aren't real.
Werewolves aren't real. You dork.
The werewolf, the first thing it says on here, the werewolf is a mythological animal and the subject of many stories around the world and more than a few nightmares. Werewolves are, according to some legends, people who morph into vicious, powerful wolves. Others are a mutant combination of human and wolf, but all are bloodthirsty beasts who cannot control their lust for killing people.
That's what I hated,
animals.
though. You know, okay, one trope about werewolves I don't like is the whole, like, I can't control myself.
No, the moon!
No, I've always liked it when they transform.
I do like the moon aspect.
Yeah, like, I like when they transform, and they're just like, well, I'm this for at least 12 hours. I gotta go, do something. But I love the idea that like in a modern day, like maybe like a comedy aspect, like you transform. Back to Halo. You have stuff like these fucking like gripper.
Oh no, I'm a wolf now. Guys, hold on. I have to readjust my headset. I just transformed.
That would be so fucking like, dude, imagine a Discord just filled with monsters and they're just gaming. Do you think what do you think Dracula what do you think Dracula would play? I think he'd be a fucking Call of Duty fucking phase member. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think he would be the most racist ass Call of Duty player ever, but he has the fucking skill to back it up. And then the werewolf would probably play Minecraft.
You have to have a certain level of skill to be racist.
Oh yeah. No, but it's that's what I meant, but it's like the combination. It just makes it more lethal.
I think you mean toxic rather than racist.
Yeah, probably. But I imagine the gamer werewolf would probably like play Minecraft or Terraria.
Dark.
Frankenstein would be into racing games, definitely. There's no way he wouldn't be.
Probably, yeah.
And then I don't know,
Mummy.
A ghost would probably.
Mummy would be into simulator games.
See, I say a ghost. I think a ghost would like simulator games,
Really?
and then mummies would like survival games.
Oh, you know what? A ghost would like a good life sim.
Yeah, I think
They play a lot of Sims, Animal Crossing,
Definitely.
farming.
definitely.
Planet. I don't know what's the name of the one that people like.
Oh, Jen plays it. I forgot. Definitely, a mummy would like Animal Crossing. There's no way he wouldn't.
True. Do they all like Animal Crossing? Because I feel like a werewolf would be inclined to like animal hybrids.
Yeah, I think so. All the furry ones go under that. Definitely, Bigfoot plays fucking Doom.
Bigfoot plays Doom.
Doom
He plays Doom and listens to Nirvana.
has to be. He's from Washington. Has to be. He also enjoys Microsoft.
Yes. He enjoys Microsoft.
Also, if we're not going to continue the werewolf segment, I don't know.
We'll continue a little
But
bit.
apparently, I learned recently Bill Gates owned a fucking house here, like near where Peninsula is, but like down near the where the Half Sun is, the Half Moon gas station.
I'm sure this is like a retirement spot. This is like
No, but this was like back in like the 90s or
like
something.
a vacation home.
Yeah, it was really
area.
weird. I was like, what? No way. I was such a weird thing learning yesterday, and I Googled it. It's like,
There's a lot of stuff that happens around here that they use
JFK landed here one time.
they use Moses Lake kind of like as just like an area because it's like inconspicuous.
A little bit,
Now we put it on the map.
which is weird because Valkyrie also came from here. That's
That
a
is
fun
true.
fact. Also, he it's okay. Here's another thing I was also thinking about last night: the whole fate thing or just perspective. I was like, you know how weird it is? I'm becoming like a famous YouTuber, and it's just like, oh, you knew one or Colby at least knew one previously. And then you're related to a famous movie star, and now we're just kind of becoming like internet popular, I guess. Is that not
by the time
weird?
this episode airs, we should have 100 subscribers.
Fuck yeah, bitches.
Unless we lose some.
Don't do that. Don't be an asshole.
I don't know why they'd leave.
It's probably because I said racism with Dracula. Anyway, keep on
Dracula's
continuing.
racist.
I just wanted to make a fucking bit.
early werewolf legends. It's unclear exactly when and where the werewolf legend originated. Some scholars believe the werewolf made its debut in the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known Western.
You know,
prose.
also, another crazy thing. The fucking Epic of Gilgamesh got fucking updated.
That is true.
That bitch still coming up with chapter releases till this day, baby.
Man,
Let's fucking go.
he just keeps going.
Just keeps fucking going. 3,000 years later, baby.
Gilgamesh jilted a potential lover because she turned her previous mate into a wolf. I guess that happened.
Yeah, for the whole man hybrid thing, it was just literally transforming into a dog. No, literally.
Minecraft dog noise. Werewolves made another early appearance in Greek mythology. I think I know
That one's the one I knew.
the legend of Lycaon. Am I saying that right?
It's like lycanthropy, so it'd be like Lycaon.
So Lycaon, according to the legend, Lycaon, the son of
a king.
Pelasgus, angered by the god of Zeus when he served him a meal made of the remains of a sacrificed boy.
Yeah, that makes
As
sense.
punishment, the enraged Zeus turned Lycaon and his sons into wolves. Wait, why would he serve Zeus a meal made from the remains of a sacrificed boy?
Old stories go crazy, man. I'm telling you.
It's like the weird thing that this makes Zeus mad out of
But
all the things that
he does.
happens.
The whole I don't know, becoming a different man to sleep with another man's wife. That might be a problem.
No, that's a little. I
But you
guess,
draw the line at eating children.
I guess I can see the line now.
I hope you do.
I can see the line.
Greek mythology goes crazy.
Yeah, Zeus, wild guy. Werewolves also emerged in early Nordic folklore. The saga of the Volsungs tells the story of a father and a son who discovered wolf pelts that had the power to turn people into wolves for 10 days. The father-son duo donned the pelts, transformed into wolves, and went on a killing rampage in the forest. Their rampage ended when the father attacked his son, causing a lethal wound. The son only survived because a kind raven gave the father a leaf with healing powers. What?
I want to find those pelts. Those pelts sound pretty badass.
Why did a raven just come down? There's a lot going on in this story. So they find a magical pelt that turns them into wolves. And then they just start killing everything they possibly can to the point where the only things left to kill are each other. And the father wounds his son. And it's like, what have I done? And then Raven's like,
I got something for you. It's a magical leaf that'll heal your son.
Why were you Toad?
Oh boy. I'm everywhere, Alex. You can't escape me.
I like Toad though.
Oh, you do now.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
infamous werewolves. Many so-called werewolves
The guy from
centuries ago-
Twilight.
True.
We also played Shark Boy.
He is Shark Boy.
Did you forget about that?
No. I know he's Shark Boy. They were in fact serial killers though, and France had its fair share. Good job, France. You guys got werewolf serial
I
killers.
hate French people.
All right. In 1521, Frenchmen Pierre Burgot and Michael Verdun
Oh, this is the most
allegedly
popular one.
swore allegiance to the devil and claimed to have an ointment that turned them into wolves.
Literacy.
After confessing to brutally murdering several. Why is it always children?
It's always children. That's what. Okay, here's the thing about human history. If you want somebody dead, you claim they kill children or eat them, and it always works every single time.
Zeus taught us about that.
Apparent fucking way.
They were both burned at the stake, and burning at the time was thought to be one of the few ways to kill a werewolf. Giles Garnier, known as the Werewolf of Dole, was another 16th century Frenchman whose claim to fame... Is that a ghost?
No, it's a fucking pillow. What are you, stupid? It's a fucking pillow. What are you, dumb?
Good.
Man, Thanos is
mad at you.
I thought he was mad at you.
He's mad at you.
Oh my god. Hurry up and fucking finish the goddamn story.
He also killed children.
Oh, see?
And ate them. And was burned at the stake.
Jesus, brother.
Yeah, it sounds like they just blame their
baby back ribs.
It sounds like these guys blame their malicious and
Always.
horrible murders on fictitious things as a coping mechanism. But there's also the Bedburg werewolf.
The fuck's the Bedburg werewolf?
I'll tell you
Sounds
about
like a
it.
gamer.
Peter Stubb, a wealthy 15th century farmer in Bedburg, Germany, may be the most notorious werewolf of them all. According to folklore, he turned into a werewolf-like creature at night and devoured many citizens of Bedburg. Peter was eventually blamed for the gruesome killings after being cornered by hunters who claimed they saw him shapeshift from wolf to human form. He experienced a grisly execution after confessing under torture to savagely killing animals, men, women, and children, and eating their remains. So, of course, it always comes back to cannibalism.
No, okay. See, with that one though, that one's kind of the witch, like a witch trial one. So
Well,
it's where
we're
it's
getting
like,
to it. We're getting
so
to
it's
it.
where it's like, hey, just confess so we can fucking kill you already.
He also declared he owned an enchanted belt that gave him the power to transform into a wolf at will. So he's Ben 10.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Not surprisingly, the belt was never found.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Peter's guilt is controversial since people believe he wasn't a killer but the victim of a political witch hunt or perhaps a werewolf hunt. Either way, the circumstances surrounding his life and death stroked rampant fears at the time that werewolves were on the loose. So, yeah.
COVID-19? No, werewolf 18 or
Werewolf-
something.
Werewolf 1502.
Jesus.
The shapeshifter as a werewolf. Some legends maintain werewolves shapeshifted at will due to a curse. Others state they transformed with the help of an enchanted sash or cloak made of wolf pelt. Still others claim they became wolves after being scratched or bit by a werewolf, which I think that's the one that stuck for the longest time.
Yeah. That's the most like
At least
slasher movie one.
At least that's the one that happens in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, a lot of movies do that.
Well, that's the only one I knew of.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
So that's how it works in
That's how I know my mythical creatures is from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Jesus Christ, brother. You need to get your wizardry up. You need to start learning your spells. You need to start learning more lore here.
What? Why?
Because you need to there's more than one way to become a werewolf. You think werewolf pussy goes crazy? You think anybody's thought about that though?
In many werewolf stories,
No,
a
don't
person
skip
only
over it,
turns into a
bastards.
wolf when there's a full moon, and that theory may not be far-fetched.
The wolf is
According to a study conducted at Australia's Calvary...
He's agreed with me.
I don't think he's agreeing with you.
I think he's agreeing with me. I'm trying to understand how the gauntlet
I think
works.
he hates you.
Here's our third guest. today.
Anytime you say something stupid, that's when it goes off.
Nah, you see, I think that's just pandemonium here. I think every time kick.
It's Thanos deciding whether or not he wants to just snap.
Well,
everything out of
clearly he's
existence.
fucking choked the bullet every damn time. Finish me
Well,
already.
maybe he decides against it. He's like, well, maybe we'll see where this episode ends, and then I'll decide.
The episode's gonna end when Caleb gets to the very bottom and it
is
reaches
true.
the 90s.
The study found that of the 91 violent acute behavior incidents at the hospital between August 2008 and July 2009, 23% happened during a full moon. That's very accurate. That was lore given to me by Amber on one of my first days working at the hospital. She's like, "And there's a full moon. Get ready."
Dude, fucking nurses are superstitious. Shut up.
She wasn't a nurse.
They're all like that, though. You ask them, it's like, because of the full moon.
But
Every
is it
time.
not true?
No, it's not.
Well, Alex, maybe you just don't pay attention.
I really don't.
Well, there you go. You're just wrong.
It doesn't. Okay. We'll just go.
Patients attacked staff and displayed wolf-like behaviors such as biting, spitting, and scratching.
Oh, is this a regular fucking animal?
Although many were under the influence of drugs or alcohol at the time.
So they're
It's
just
unclear
fucking...
why they became intensely violent when the moon was full, which I think that might have to do with mass hysteria. Like the idea that you see something and it applies. Like you see a full moon and you're immediately like, something's bad's gonna happen, so something bad's gonna happen.
Sure. Let's just say sure.
Why do you have something against it?
I think that's just I think it's just wrong. I don't look at the moon and be like, I'm gonna go ransack a village in the countryside now.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the moon and be like, oh no, oh pretty.
Well, yeah, Alex, I'm not saying you do this. I'm saying people who act this way are the ones who'd be susceptible.
I think that's the cocaine in their system, Caleb.
Well,
or
no.
or methamphetamine.
Well, yes, but no, because there's people who just.
I think they're just crazy people.
It's superstition. That's all it is, and it causes hysteria. Because these people could also be doing drugs because it's a full moon, and they're like, "Oh gosh, I gotta calm myself down."
If you're taking drugs on a full moon just because it's a full moon, you have a weird ass drug cycle.
Clearly, Alex doesn't know a lot of people who are actually crazy.
God bless. Why would I? Why would I want a methamphetamine werewolf fucking hanging around me, bro?
I don't know. You said you wanted to be in a Discord call with them.
Because they sound like cool gamers, okay? Not methamphetamine fucks.
All right, Alex, whatever you say. Are werewolves real? No.
No, probably not.
That's the answer.
Unless there is a magical ability involved that doesn't apply to the rules of physics, then no.
But there is mental disorders that came out of werewolves. The medical conditions, lycanthropy, we all know. It's a psychological condition.
That one, yes.
Food poisoning can cause people to go
rabies.
crazy.
Rabies is another
Rabies
one.
is on this list. Hypertrichosis, a rare genetic disorder causing excessive hair growth.
So, okay, that one I don't feel like is werewolves. I feel like that one's just your fucking hairy.
Yeah, they're just a hairy person.
Yeah, that one might have like kind of based off
hallucination caused by drugs, like you were saying.
Yeah,
but also the mass hysteria.
I feel like you could also sneak in the Wendigo psychosis one in there a little bit.
I think that kind of falls around this category.
I would put it as like a cousin or sister category. I feel like that one would work. That's about it.
Yeah, that really is. Werewolves aren't real. Sorry, Colby.
Dork. Yeah, they would literally. They're just you can't transform to something like it's like the whole like mass.
That you know.
Magical thing, dude. You know how cool it would be to be a fucking Ben 10 character and just transform into a wolf at will. Like that would be so cool. I could just be a dog for a day, just roaming around at the speed of sound.
See, he's always green.
I just gurgled. I'm hungry. Beast Boy's weird. Being green.
What a loser!
I know. What the fuck?
What a freaking loser!
Why not like purple?
Oh, Beast Boy is my least favorite of the Teen Titans.
I think Raven or Cyborg's mine.
Your least favorite?
No, my favorite.
Your favorite?
I think least favorite is probably Starfire.
Really?
I just she was always too quirky for me.
I just don't like Beast Boy.
Her comic version though, no, I feel like is a little bit better. She's a lot more adult. The teen version of her, I'm like,
I think depending on how Robin's written, Robin might be my favorite.
I think that's probably one of the cooler Robins, Teen Titans Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm surprised Batman or Superman never made a fucking cameo in that show.
Teen Titans Go, they do.
That's Teen Titans Go.
That show is unironically kind of funny.
Pitbull Go. Oh God, I love that meme.
Pitbull.
Well, there you go.
That is this week's episode.
You know, surprisingly enough, for the people that don't know, the whole silver bullet thing wasn't a thing that didn't show up to like the 60s.
Oh yeah, they didn't even mention that in this silver bullet thing. Yeah, Bigwood really had a lot of research though on werewolves, and
on his spare time, he must have been some type on his Gravity Falls shit. Had to be.
He's Grunkle Stan.
No, it's his brother or whatever.
What was his brother's name?
Oh fuck if I remember.
No, he was also Stan. You Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, Stanley or whatever. Nah, he was cool. He's one of my favorite characters.
Man, that show was
his reveal was crazy. I was like, no fucking way, dog.
That was
like it wasn't totally fucking obvious.
They really had a good show.
You see that there's teasers of his unnamed show. Looks really weird.
It does look weird. It looks a lot like Gravity Falls in a sense.
In the style. We'll see what happens to it.
We'll see. Lots of good stuff though. Still haven't watched a scary movie yet though. That's on me.
As in like the comedy or like a slasher film?
Like a slasher film.
Oh.
That's on me. I just haven't had time. I was busy all week. But maybe I'll get to that. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Yeah, do you have any last words?
Let me think here.
Give you a little thinking.
Dipper and Mabel. You've done that.
That's a good one.
Uh,
I want a black cat again. I miss having a black cat.
You literally have 2 cats outside right now.
you have 2?
They're not black. I don't think they're mine either.
You do like a witch and a warlock. I think that was pretty basic.
Being a wizard would be pretty cool.
I would love to be a wizard.
I'd like.
I hear when you turn 30 and you're still a virgin, you get wizard powers. That's what Jared and
Is that what you're pushing for?
no, but that would still be pretty cool.
Ah,
Lightning from my fingertips, fucking Saul Goodman style. That'd be so cool.
you can do that too with a.
1,000-volt watts going through you. It's fucking
Unlimited power.
fucking burn to a crisp. That'd be so fucked.
Yeah, that's one heck of a way to go. Not gonna lie.
Looks at the 1920s prison system.
The entire industrial era early industrial era of America. So many deaths that were
This
unnecessary.
boiler explodes.
Hey, look, guys, my tie got caught in the gear. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh no.
Gotta love America.
Built on death.
God bless America.
Plus?
Bless. God bless America.
What's plus?
Shut up, Alex.
No, I'm being genuine. What the fuck is blessed?
Bless.
Oh, blessed. I heard blessed. I kept on hearing blessed. I'm like, what's blessed? Is that like some type of another word for blood?
What?
I was like, what is that?
Alex, you're high. You're high right now. You're on crack.
I'm going to become a werewolf tonight. Actually, no, the full moon just passed, so no.
It did.
It's like, what is it, like quarter or like something right now?
Your gibbous is waning, Alex.
Bro, don't put my gibbous waning on screen right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Totally Oblivious. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. I'm hungry as fuck right now. End the recording, Caleb.
Nah, I don't think I will. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Share the podcast. Show it to anybody possible. See
Show
if
it
they
to your
like
mom.
Show it to your mom.
Apparently, moms love this
Moms
shit.
love this podcast.
MILF approved.
Also, I'm going to be working on little tiny things visually for those of you who watch on YouTube. So look forward to
The
that.
optimal way of watching it.
The optimal way. Depends on how you listen, but I don't judge how you listen to the podcast.
I do.
Listen
I'm
to
an
it
asshole.
on all platforms at once.
That would be optimal.
That is the optimal. That's how I know you're a true fan. Anyways,
I want to own a deer skull for whatever reason. Like this is out the blue warlock style. Like a deer skull would be pretty cool to own. Like mounted on your wall for like Halloween or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Or like a moose. I've never actually, now talking about it, I've never seen a moose skull before.
Yeah, you only ever see them stuffed.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway.
All right, cool. Peace out.